Hey guys, it's valkayink here, and it's actually been a very long winter out where I live by the mountains here in Idaho. There isn't much to update. I've just been spending a lot of time inside and just trying to keep Gus from going stir crazy. I thought you guys might like to see him just for a little bit this time. I've actually been cooking a lot. It's one of my favorite things to do. I don't really talk about it that often. Uh, One of the things I make all the time are spring rolls. My dad always asks for these. They're really easy to make. It's just a matter of finding fresh carrots, fresh cabbage, and some spring roll wraps. It's not too bad if you have a little Asian market nearby. So yeah, I like to make these when it's really cold out, and every time I make some, by the time I get my camera, they disappear. Like, when did they get to these? Alright, enough with home life. I think it's time we take a little trip. So I thought I'd take you guys to a cool little place, a town called Nampa that's nearby. It's actually pretty old, and it has a lot of interesting little shops. And I thought my brother and I could use some time away from the house. So we came out here, and we also got the car washed. I always like going through this one local car wash. It just has the most insane amount of lights. I mean, just look at this stuff. Pretty fun. On to Nampa proper. This is actually a pretty cool little place. It has a lot of little murals and statues and a lot of decorations still up. We decided to hit up the Nampa Public Library. I've only been in here a couple of times. I've never had a chance to just go around and actually go through the stacks. They have a huge manga section that I didn't even know about. And they actually have some pretty cool titles, a lot of older stuff and even some new stuff. They've updated most of their Black Clovers, and you can actually read all of Beastars in here. Pretty good choice. I hope the kids of Nampa are enjoying Beastars. But yeah, I just really like that they have a lot of older titles as well. I think I'm going to come back and actually check some out and read some more of these. There's a lot of floors, so it's really fun to just wander around through here. They also have graphic novels and comics, so this was fun. I really liked coming back in here and digging through these a little bit. They even have the flight volumes that I used to have. These are such a cool collection of comics. Check these out if you ever get the chance. Now it's time to hit up some of the local stores. This is the Nampa Antique Arcade, and they have so many things here, but by far my favorite thing is the giant cat sculpture that greets you when you come in. I mean, she's amazing. You can actually shake hands with this cat. I really want a big statue like this. I can't even describe the sheer volume of items in here. There are so many little shops where everything is stacked from floor to ceiling. You really just kind of have to dig around to see all sorts of things. I always like to go through this vintage toy section, just in case I find anything that's like an old Tinker toy, possibly something from Japan. I wasn't lucky this time, but man, everything was just so interesting. By the way, all the vintage comic books that you see here start at $10 and go on up. I'm not actually looking for any, but man, they do have quite the volume and selection, even if it is a bit more expensive than when they came out. Next up, we're going to Retro World, and Retro World is a used video game store. I really like their storefront. They have this graffiti wall that they keep adding art to. It's really nice to see. They have a huge selection of collectibles, definitely a lot of anime, a lot of Funko Pop, and all sorts of video games, stuff from Japan all the way to PS5, and they even repair arcade cabinets in here. I mean, look at these things, they're just amazing. Time for some food, and this place is called A Little Bit of Italy, and it's really cute. I really like this little simple design it has in here. From the previous store, I picked up the gold electroplated edition of Hello Kitty. This was a Singapore exclusive. And I also got this Aggressico Ramune. It's grapefruit flavored and it ended up being very good. And it went well with our lunch, which ended up being some homemade pizza. This is their sun-dried tomato and basil pizza. And I dropped the pizza, guys. Oh no. Next up is the arcade, and this is a really fun one. This is an arcade with classic and modern machines. Everything is set to free play with a $4 cover charge, and it was great in here, but boy, was this one a loud place. Basically, my brother and I spent the whole afternoon in here just playing different arcade games. It felt great to play on a joystick in an actual arcade, and we got to play some old favorites and some new stuff. This place had a pinball alley. It also had a lot of larger machines. I didn't film that much in here, only because the lighting is a little crazy, but we definitely had so much fun, especially on this Ultraman pinball machine.
Do it again.
I was amazed to find a Bishibashi machine in here. I was so excited to play this. It's actually really hard to play this game and film at the same time, but it was definitely really fun. I was so happy to introduce my brother to this, and we definitely played a few rounds for quite a bit. It involved a lot of twisting on the main panel and a lot of slapping.
Got it.
The larger cabinets were in the back, there was a ton of neon, and there were even people playing on the air hockey table where everyone could hop in and play on different turns. It was really fun, and I love the variety of machines they had in here. Just look at how crazy some of this stuff is. My favorite had to be the taiko drum machine. It was so fun to play on this, and it even had a special app that you could download on your phone so that you could download your own songs into it. Very cool. We didn't do that, we just played the standard stuff, but I was really excited to finally play this, and we could even see ourselves drumming, even though it's a little too hard to see here. Anyway, I'm going to put the camera down, finish up this day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!